Hey folks, I'm Captain Jimbo Keith.
And I'm Captain Jim Keith.
Welcome to another fishing report from Keith Boys Outdoors. Well guys, this past week, the weather trend has continued to blow like it has been for the last month. And if it hadn't been for power poles, we would have struggled fishing. And if you don't have a set, you better get you some. Because I'm here to tell you, it turns days into rough conditions.
Some of them Seminole wind.
Woo, I'm telling you. Like 15 to 20 was normal. Yeah. If you had 20, it was like, man, it's not as bad. But Thursday was a really bad storm we had come through. But we fished every day.
Yeah.
But Thursday, Captain Jim had a bass tournament.
Yesterday.
Saturday.
Saturday.
So, and I fished Saturday morning. And it was supposed to be 10 to 15. It was blowing about 20 to 25 Saturday morning. Now, the afternoon, I think it did lay down. But I was already gone by then. But we did catch fish. Fish were biting.
I was on Robin in it, and it blew a little bit in the morning. It's pretty breezy, and it got cold. Man,
it was cool.
Then it calmed down.
I was glad I had my jacket. Yeah. People with me, they had on hoodies, and that was it. They were a little shivery.
Yeah.
But our group on Friday, I had to give the boy my sweatpants. Taking them off. He was hunting some clothes. He was about to freeze. He didn't have a jacket or nothing. But anyway, trout bite's pretty solid. Catching a lot of nice, good keepers, fat. A lot of them have roe in them. Big females kind of moving around. I look for an awesome week this week. The weatherman might get it right. It's supposed to be like 5 to 10 through Friday. So it's looking pretty good. We're hoping to wear them out this week. Should be able to. Fish should be biting. Kind of a weaker tide in the morning, better tide late in the afternoon. Green Moon and Glow are both working like normal underneath the cork. I've caught them on both.
I hadn't tried any of the older colors.
Now, Captain Stephen, he's been catching them on Laguna Shrimp, the new color. He's been throwing the Laguna Shrimp by Bass Assassin, Saltwater Assassin. So that's that's always good.
We hadn't tried candy corn in a long time, and that used to be a pretty good color when that water was dark.
Water is dark. Looks like tea.
Yeah,
doesn't it? Like dark, stirred up tea. It's really nasty. So hopefully it's cleaning up a little bit. But it's been blowing. It's really been blowing.
Yeah.
But anyway, we got a few things up here that we're going to talk about real quick, and then we'll be done. We're going to keep it kind of quick and short. But Captain Jim, tell us about what you got in the mail.
Okay. Well, I told you I'd ordered some new reels, and Cascade come out with a saltwater reel, and it's called the Recon. And I ordered 4 of them, and they came in, and I looked at this thing, and I said, yeah, that looks a sharp looking reel, and it's got a good frame on it right here, good strong, and I don't think it's going to torque anymore.
Yeah, it ain't going to torque.
This is looks like aluminum.
No torquey.
And it's real smooth. It's got 5 to 1,
5 bearings,
5 plus 1 bearings, so 6 bearings. Let's see, the gear ratio is 6.2 to 1. Okay.
So they make this from a 2,500 up to a 6,000 or 8,000. It's a big reel. Yeah, so the bigger ones are lower speed. The small ones, ones are high speed.
Yeah, it's a sharp looking reel. I like it. And I got 4 of them, and I'm rigging them up. Be using them tomorrow for the first time.
Show us the handle.
And show several features of the reel. I like. Jimbo mentioned the handle. It's got the big knob on the handle, and this knob screws off backwards. It's like this. This is how simple it is to take the handle off and switch it around. And we like these reels.
Yeah, they seem to hold up way better.
I don't like the reels that have a shaft through there, and then you take it and then you screw it on the other side and fasten the shaft. They mess up.
They don't hold up.
Yeah, so if you're in the market of getting a spinning reel, always look at how the handle is. These last longer than the others, but they screw in this way. And when you just don't want to cross thread it. When you make sure to get the threads in there right when you start to crank it, and just hold it and tighten it down. I've had some customers, they get excited and catch a fish, and they reel it backwards. And I don't know why they're reeling this way. You always reel it. But anyway, they get excited, and my reel come apart, and they taking the handle off. But anyway, we get back on there and continue to fight fish. But I like the handle. I like the bail. It's a 1-piece bail. A lot of bails on spinning reels are 2-piece, and they come out a lot right here. This is a weakness of some of the spinning reels, but this one looked pretty good. I'm anxious to try it out.
I've got 4 coming too.
The
Should
body
be here this
looks
week.
sharp. It looks real nice.
Yeah.
Now we're going to be having them in the salt water. It's supposed to be
It's a saltwater
reel.
reel. So
And we'll see how it does. It comes with a little wrench with a star head on it that you can take the side off. And if you want to take this off and lube it up and some grease inside there, and you can take the spool off and grease that.
and the spool's aluminum spool braid ready too. It's already got some texture on it, so the braid will wrap if you don't put anything behind it.
Yep, I usually get me some electrical tape, cut the roll to get a roll and cut it in half. Well, it was narrow and it'll fit there, and then I just wrap it on there, and it never slipped. When I put it on there, that's what I do.
That's our filler. Instead of putting a mono backing or filling the whole thing up with braid, which you go through a lot of braid if you do that. We'll just put like an electrical tape and wrap it up in there and kind of fill the spool up a little bit, and then put your braid.
Now this does not have the little lever that shifted into backward reel or forward reel. This does not have that. This is all one way, and plus you can switch sides. But I'm talking about a lot of them have a little lever here and back here that you can reel backwards on. And some people fish that way and they don't use their drag. They'll usually reel backward, reel forward, reel back, and I don't care for that.
It don't hold up.
I'm just letting you know that they don't have that. This is a one way, and that's it. It has the bearing in there. It's a one-way bearing, and that's how the bait caster reels and spinning reels like that work. They have a bearing in there. It's a one-way bearing, and when it goes back, it don't go back. It locks. So that's the deal with that. Yeah, it's anti-reverse.
How good that drag sounds. Hold up to your mic. It's good, loud drag. I think KastKing listened to us on this when we told them. They didn't give us no props for this.
You'll hear this,
but they took this reel and they made it the price point good. They made the drag real loud. They made the screw-in handle. And this reel is retailing for $69.99. So $70, guys. Hard to beat a reel for $70 that is this.
Yeah.
Seems like to be this quality. I can't tell you it's going to hold up because we hadn't used them yet. But they are brand new. They have them on KastKing.com. Hard to beat for that kind of price range.
And it looks real good.
It's sharp
looking. It looks like it's going
to
do.
At first touch and all, for the money, it's going to be hard to beat.
Reel like that. So it comes in a nice box. And some papers and a couple of stickers and all wrenched. Like I said, so it's a nice reel. I'm anxious. I spooling mine up with 20-pound Power Pro. Not the Power Pro, but Super Pro KastKing. I've got the blue color.
Yeah, it looks sharp.
They come in green, moss green, gray.
A lot of people ask
blue.
Does the color line make a difference with fishing?
Not really.
Preference of fishermen.
We usually use a 4-carbon leader anyway, talon or a mono leader talon. But it doesn't really matter too much on the color line. I like a brighter line. You can see it out there, and the customers can spot their line and see where their line a lot better. When it's colored. So that's it for the
Recon.
KastKing Recon.
So another question that we get asked a lot is, besides what equipment we use, because people are getting to handle it on our boat, and I think that's a really good deal for KastKing or the products we're using. Not only are and a lot of the pros are using stuff. People get to see it on TV and they get to see it in a commercial. But when they go with us, they're getting to handle it all day long. So they're getting to fish with this product all day. They get to see what it does and how it performs.
I've watched them and they look at the rod.
Yeah, they use it and they look at it and they're like, hey. And they're like, where you get this at? So I think from a sponsor standpoint, I think guides do probably as good, if not better job of advertising the product. So just to throw that out there to, all these companies, you're looking for somebody to rep your product, talk to a fishing guide. They're going to put it through its paces, plus they're going to let the customer base touch it and handle it and feel it and see what it's like. Another thing we get asked a lot about is what kind of the clothing we wear and the glasses we use. I think having a good high quality sunglasses, I don't care if you're on the golf course, on the lake, Gulf, even driving, running, a good quality pair of sunglasses is going to keep your eyes protected from not only debris or a weight coming back and hitting you in the eye, UV rays, protects your eyes and your eyesight. You only have 2. They hadn't built a replaceable eye yet. So I'd reached out to Salt Life. they'd come out with some new frames, and they got them to send me 2 of the new frames that I liked a lot. These I'm really kind of stoked about. This is the what we say that was oh, I can't even pronounce the name. Bahia.
Bahia.
My kids will laugh at me about that. But this is the Bahia brand, the
Baja.
frame.
Baja.
Yeah, Baja. Bahia frame. I got tongue tied there. This is like a tortoise shell frame. It's almost camo looking frame, which is really cool. I think they have this in matte black, but this is like a matte looking frame. The lenses on these are they're more of an amber. They're bright, super, super clear. It's a glass frame. They're made in Italy. And then this frame right here is the Clearwater frame. To me, this frame is more of, it doesn't block out a lot of the sun glare right in here. So it's more of a fashionable glasses. When I'm fishing, I like something that it's a little closer to my cheekbone. These will stay in my truck more than likely, but this is the blue frame. These are a little bit darker. I love the darker ones instead of a lighter one when the sun's out real bright, but when it's overcast. These frames are more, to me, would be more of my fishing glasses because the frame comes down closer to my cheek. The more sunlight that's blocked out, the better you can see in the water. I got to wear these today out at Watermelon Pond right on the airboat. Superb. I pulled them off a few times. The water out there is really clear anyway, and it really knocks the glare down. But all sunglass companies make some really good ones out there. I prefer Salt Life right now. They're holding up really good. Cast King makes some really good ones, but they only have it in the plastic lenses, and you can tell a difference. They are lighter on your face, but you can tell the clarity difference is huge.
Yeah, I wear contacts.
Yeah,
and I like the glass lenses.
Yeah, glass lenses.
The contacts of the plastic lens, it's got a lot of distortion.
Yeah,
and
a lot of distortion.
I can't wear the
Can't
plastic
see
lens
as
in my
good.
contacts.
But
I like the glass lens.
They come with a glass cleaner, nice travel case, which most sunglasses do. But you know, these are running from like 139 to 150 bucks, depending on your frame, and depending if you get a plastic lens or a glass lens. Salt Life makes both. I mean, a plastic lens and a glass lens. Plastic to me seems to scratch a little bit easier when you clean it with your t-shirt, like a lot of us do, just whatever's handy. Glass does not scratch as easy when you clean it with cotton or a t-shirt, like the plastic lenses. But
salt gets on them.
Yeah, salt gets in them, scratches them. Yeah, but anyway, some things we got for you. Hopefully this next week we'll be posting a lot of pictures of a lot of fish.
I didn't say anything about the Save Robin tournament.
It went really good.
Turnout at Save Robin. I talked to Ed Taylor Jr. there. He comes out and goes fishing. I saw him there at the tournament. We were loading boats up at the same time, and they had a good turnout. It was good. It was over, I think it was over 80 boats in the tournament.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good.
We were boat 69, but we didn't get on them. We were across the barge canal from the guys that we saw catching. Well, we went to that spot first, and we didn't get a bite, and went across the canal there to fish another spot. And time we got back, another boat had moved in on our spot.
Dang.
And we were watching them catch some fish. So we
warmed
moved
up
on
a little bit and fired them up.
Yeah, we should have stayed there, but anyway, we only had 3 fish, so we called it quits right there before the tournament was over.
When him and Captain Stephen bail out a little bit early, it's pretty pitiful.
It was tough over there. I got another tournament coming up in Orange Lake Thursday.
Okay.
Jacksonville Senior Bass Club. So I'll go down there and try that.
Orange Lake's fishing pretty good right now.
Every day this week except Thursday. So.
Yeah. So thank you guys for joining us again. Big kind of a shout out to Sky Frog there. I forgot my hat, and we had this one hanging here in the barn, and Addie told me my head was glowing. So I had to put a hat on, covered up.
My sunglasses on.
Just figured my buddy Brian might get a kick out of the Sky Frog hat anyway. Right. So thank y'all. And also coming up on the April the 20th, just saw this because we got an invite. There is I wish I had my phone with me so I could get you exactly the details on it. But there is a fishing, let me get it exactly pulled up right here real quick, guys. So y'all know exactly what it's called here. It's at Depot Park here in Gainesville from noon to 6 o'clock on April 20th. It's called the Water State Festival. There's going to be all kind of stuff there. They asked us if we could try to bring our airboat out there and park it for people to look at and see, but I'm not going to be able to be there, I don't think. I'm trying to work it out so I can get the boat up there and do a little advertising. But I think the the dive team, the sheriff's dive team. There's going to be several other different things there. But I might be able to get Addie up there to sit with a boat and, see if she can do a little advertising for us. But anyway, go check. That'd be something cool to check out Saturday afternoon, April 20th, Depot Park in Gainesville. Got no affiliation, but usually when people put stuff on like this, they try to do it really good and get a good turnout. There's going to be food trucks there. Be a lot of different things going on. Right there, it's free. Doesn't cost you anything. There'll be paddle boards, kayaks, ATVs, side-by-sides, arts and crafts, all water arts and crafts, outdoor gear, bikes, food trucks, water science displays, experts on paddle boards, real live mermaids. Just saw that.
What?
Real live mermaids.
I better go cancel my
Might have to
trip now.
cancel our trip and go there. Plus, they have a splash pad. So that might be where the mermaids at. They might be hanging out in the splash pad. So, guys, don't get too many chances to meet a real live mermaid.
Yeah, that's right.
Might want to go check it out. But anyway, guys, thank y'all.
I want to mention our Anglers Boot Camp.
Yeah, it's coming up.
People asking about what dates. And we got June the 10th through the 14th. That's the first week. And then the next week I got it is June the 24th through the 28th.
Yeah, they're 5 days.
So 10 to 14th, the 10th to the 14th of June, and the 24th to the 28th of June.
Some of you might not know about
So
Anglers
that's
Boot Camp.
Boot Camp dates.
It's from 12 years old to 18 years old for kids. The day camp, drop off at 8 a.m., pick up at 2:30, 3 o'clock. 2 days of fishing. It's great. We'll give you some more info
Monday we
on
have
it.
a class time.
Yeah.
Tuesday is a fishing trip, Cedar Key. The Wednesday's a field trip day. Thursday we got another fishing trip. Friday's a clean fish cook and have a nice lunch for the grandparents and parents.
So
fish fry.
It's a good time. We'll start
learn a lot.
We'll start pushing it a little bit better when it gets a little closer. But
if you'd like to donate to
plans.
the Anglers Boot Camp with any merchandise or anything, give us a call.
Please
give us a shout.
call.
And kids love it. It's all for the kids.
Or if you want to sponsor a child for that week. We have some kids that that want to come, can't afford it. Obviously,
it's $500 for the $550 for the week. And so that's pretty good.
So we can't do it for free because we got to make an income as well. But anyway, it is a really cool. Never had kids that say, "Hey, we don't want to come back next year." About all of them want to come back. We had some of them go both weeks in a row.
And I can't remember how many years we've been doing this.
Long time.
Yeah. Maybe I'll get that.
How long?
To you.
How long you think?
10th, 11th, 12th, something like that.
Yeah.
It's,
so 10 or 11 years. So crazy amount of time. But we bring the boats up to the place. It's all air conditioned in the classrooms.
Get your
our
name
church
in ahead
and school.
of time if you got some kids, young boys or girls. It's girls too. We have girls.
Message us on our Instagram, Saltwater Assassin Fishing Charters, or on our Facebook page.
We have it at Countryside Christian School
and
where we have the class.
We can get your name on the list.
Yep.
Anyway, is that it?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Thank y'all for joining us. I've tried this 2 or 3 times. Captain Jim keeps coming up with stuff. So anyway, y'all have a good one.